What's up, everybody? Sparrowwood again here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Elite Dangerous. When we left off in the last episode, we finally did a couple back-to-back, what do you call it, planetary ground missions in our SRV, which honestly would have actually netted us a pretty decent profit of, I think it would have been about 500k. If I hadn't had to spend 500k on a discovery scanner to find the place that we needed to take the mission on. But in hindsight, it essentially negated the cost of our said discovery scanner, and also had the added benefit of having us have a scanner for future missions should we need them. Which I'm told is actually a little bit more common than I originally thought. I always kind of thought that they wouldn't send you to... Okay, so my thought was always they would never send you to places that you weren't able to access, like, not common knowledge, if you will. So I wasn't really expecting that we'd have to find the planet, because I kind of figured they would just send you to civilized systems that, oh yeah, we know that's there, so go there. I didn't realize it was based on, like, your discoveries, to where, like, this isn't something you've discovered, even though it's a known system, which arguably is a little odd. I mean, I get that I didn't buy the data or whatever, but it was still just kind of odd that they would send you to a place without you being sure you already knew where you were going. But anyways, rather here nor there, that's the way the game works, and we have a scanner now, so it's really not a big deal anymore. And it kind of negated our cost for buying it in the first place, so there's that. Man, can I get... I feel like I'm going really slow. Am I still in the grav field of that planet, or am I just going really slow? I don't know. Anyways, so this episode, I didn't really get a chance to show off the new weapon system setup that we have, which is 2 multi-cannons and then 3 gimbaled lasers. Well, all of them were gimbaled, but I switched it from all lasers to... Oh, I'm not paying attention to my speed now. I switched it from all lasers to 2 multi-cannons and 3 lasers, including a Class 3 laser in the Class 4 hardpoint. Mainly just because I couldn't hardly hit the broadside of a barn, even with a gimbaled cannon. I don't know which that speaks to, either the toughness of using cannon or my horrendous accuracy. One of the two. It speaks to one of those two elements. I tend to err on the side of my terrible aiming, since I'm pretty much worthless without any form of gimbal weapon. Hence why I don't do a lot of PvP, because I would just lose my $1 million ships, because, yeah, there's that. So, today is kind of a mixed episode. We're not going to be, like, breaking any new territory or exploring anything we've ever seen before. Well, no, we've never seen before. That was right the first time. However, I intend to do 2 things. A, show off the new weapon system, so some of you more meticulous weapon kit loader people can get a feel for how this works, in case you want to do one yourself and just haven't been sure, or you suggested it and wanted to see how it works in practice. Or already know and know it'll be fun. One of the 3. Ooh, this is a wing? I might turn my scanner off for now. I don't think it'll really do anything for me here.
Scan detected.
We do have a wing here. That's concerning. I don't know who's in his wing. Oh, it's 2 Sidewinders, I think, if that's them, which is not a big deal. Power plant, there we go. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. But the other thing I intend to do is basically make money. That's kind of what I'm after in this episode. I've been not really poor, but not really in a position where we could buy a new ship or anything like that either. So I'd kind of like to earn some money here. So we're gonna kind of see. I may cut a few times if I start to lose some leads, like I can't find any more bounties or things like that. But overall, I'm gonna try and just run with it and see what we can come up with. Run into him. And we'll see how much money we can pull in this episode. Come on. I will give the Asp one thing. At least the Explorer. I haven't dealt too much with the other versions. Ow, I really gotta stop running into things. It's not working well for my shields. Okay, you maneuverable little turds. Come here. I might not even scan these guys, actually, because they're kind of a pain in the butt to get these smaller ships. You would think Sidewinder is no big deal, but frankly, they're just kind of annoying. And if you don't deal with them, they can be kind of, well, pests, basically. Wow, $6 grand. That's like enough to refuel, maybe. You get so used to killing big ships that then when you have to fight a little one or something, you're kind of like, yeah, you're not really worth my time. But you're annoying me, and you're shooting at me, so you die. It's kind of my rules. I will admit, I don't know if anything past the Fertile Lance is gonna be any less... Are you kidding me right now? I hate fighting small, little, worthless ships. Die already. I'm already getting scanned by another ship.
Target destroyed.
Ooh. A Python, eh?
Scan detected.
And you can tell we're in like a, whatchamacallit, a hazard area and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that off. That's gonna get annoying. We know there's nothing new to find out here. Let me do that real quick. Not really because I have to, it's just kind of bothering me. Where'd it go? Oh, it's under intermediate. There it is. Okay, that's better. Now, this is a little bit risky, but I'm feeling confident to try and tackle a Python with like one layer of shields. But I'm feeling lucky. That especially since he doesn't know I'm heading towards him. 96, that's not bad. I found the biggest problem with bounties is they'll tell you what they're worth, but a lot of times you can't claim all of those bounties in one system. So you end up having to, like, he might be worth 90, but you may only be able to turn in like 30, and you're kind of like, well, that stinks. I mean, it makes sense, it just sinks sometimes because you're like expecting to make a huge payday. But it's what we do. We're bounty hunters. Oops. Better time that a little better. I'm still getting used to where my multi-cannons are located. I gotta remember where they are sometimes. I don't want to count my chickens or anything, but is it just me, or is this Python even fighting back? Not that I'm complaining, but still. It's like, are you even doing anything? Again, not arguing, just wondering. Woo!
Target destroyed.
Alright, what else we got? Drop ships I like. I have found I don't like, what's the other federal ship? The gunships. I don't like those. They're annoying. And not because they're, like, OP or anything, but, well, I don't know. I only had that one that actually did the whole chaff every 5 seconds or whatever, so maybe on a whole I just got unlucky with that particular bounty hit, but that one that I fought in one of my episodes, man alive, that thing just dropped chaff all the time, and I could hardly shoot at him. Oops, I'm in the wrong hard point. Oh well. Now don't you start on me. And I know, I've been told multiple times that you can basically untarget something, or deselect, or whatever you want to call it, and you'll basically go to fixed weapons, even if they're gimbaled, because it doesn't have a target to lock onto. I understand the principle. The thing I don't like is that when I reacquire the target, then I have to reselect your sub-target, which, not impossible, just irritating. Like right now, I can just wait a second and be right back on his power plant, which I prefer. Woo! But yeah, you could, if you were really needing, like if I was going up against a Conda or something and I was like, I really need every shot I can get to count, yeah, you might want to switch it out and keep shooting him and then just reacquire the target. I just really don't like having to switch my sub-target again. I didn't even check to see what kind of bounty this guy had on him. Oh, come on, you and your...
Target shields offline.
Hey, multi-cannons while there's chaff going on is fun. They just shoot everywhere. Come on already. They're becoming as annoying as the gunships. There we go. 70? Not bad. Ooh, Clippers. Clippers are usually high bounties. I don't know why. They're easy to kill. I like the ship, don't get me wrong. I had one for a long time. Loved it.
Target shields online.
Honestly, the absolute biggest problem with that I found with the Clipper is their shields are awful. Not in, well, I shouldn't say awful. They're not terrible, but for as big of a ship as it is, it's not really that great. Come on, power plant. I always love when the NPCs ask you how you make a living, and you're like, well, you're about to learn that the hard way. It's just great. Like, honestly, other than player interactions, like, I don't know, maybe players would just be jerks and do something annoying. But to be honest, I really don't see the downside in bounty hunting in an extraction zone, because you're really pretty much just going to find pirates, which have no reason to attack you until you attack them. Or miners, which you have no reason to do anything with at all, because they're not really fighting you or doing anything. So I kind of like don't see a real reason not to. Come on. There we go. 170, see what I mean? I don't know what it is about Clippers. They're fairly easy to kill, but they always seem to have a really high bounty on their head. Not complaining, just stating an observation. Come here. I'm not following you or anything. Hi.
Scan detected.
I just wanted to give you guys another lesson in what not to do when you're trying to, like, fly up on, on a ship. Is pass them.
Target shields offline.
I will say the pythons can be a little bit harder to deal with just because they're slow. You end up passing them, running into them, stuff like that. But I am liking this new setup. The chain guns do cut through... Oh my gosh! You're gonna bring me down with you, you crazy knucklehead. $219, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, what else we got? We got a lot of ships out here, it looks like. Vulture's more than likely gotta have a bounty. I mean, I just don't see why a Vulture would be out here and not have a bounty. 64. Not bad, but Vultures can be kind of a pain in the butt. Explorer. That's probably not wanted. No, not wanted. He's actually being attacked right now, and I'm just like going through my buffet of ships. We'll go after this guy. Since he's got a bigger bounty on his head without me scanning him. The biggest problem with vultures, at least from... Can I not scan while the chaff's going? Is that what's going on here? I guess. Yeah, I guess that's what it was. The biggest problem I've run into in fighting vultures is they just have really heavy-duty shields most of the time. Sometimes you're dealing with people that aren't, or builds, I should say, not people,
Scan
but
detected.
ships that aren't really all that great. Come on. That's it. But more often than not, whether it be their placement or coverage or whatever you want to call it, their shields are usually fairly hard to take down compared to something like a clipper. I noticed that immediately going from my vulture to my clipper. The shields were like supposed to be bigger and badder, but they went down so much faster than the clipper. It was not cool. I was not excited about that. And it was a pity too, because I worked so hard to get that clipper and it looked awesome and all that, and then to find out it really wasn't any better than my vulture in taking down ships. I was like, aww. One of these days, I'm gonna find like a anti-chaff. That would be kind of funny. You fire this when someone chaffs, and then you won't lose your targeting. Huh? Jeez. They're like kamikaze on me. Come here. Oh, I hate playing Ring Around the Rosie with these guys. Come on. And he... stop doing that. I mean, you're about to die. Just give it up. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Target destroyed.
Alrighty. Doing pretty good so far. I haven't had anybody break my shields. We're doing okay on ammo. I'd actually like to run this until we run out of time, which is somewhat relative. I mean, the last episode was really long, but I don't want to go that long this time. Or ammo. I'm kind of using those two as my counters. If I run out of ammo or it gets too long of a runtime, then I'll probably stop for this episode and we'll go back to the station. I don't know what station I'll go to, probably the closest. Sometimes the, going to the one on the planet can be a little taxing, because you have to do a whole planetary landing and everything. But, we'll see. This is a python, but it almost looks like he's a miner. I think he is. That's weird. You do see him that way sometimes, but not real often. Cobra... oh, he's part of his wing, I think. It is funny, I had, I don't remember if it was during an episode or not, or if it was just when I was, like, off camera playing a little bit, but, I did have one time where there was a mining ship that was not wanted, but the escort wing was, and I thought that was hilarious, that it was kind of like, the mining ship that is supposed to be protected is fine, I have no reason to attack him, but his escorts are the ones that I want. And it was kind of funny, because of course then when you shoot them, then the other ships all start attacking you, and you're kind of like, yeah, you just gave yourself like a 400 credit bounty. Oh wait, what am I doing? I already have that. 126. I'll take it. Man, if we keep this up, we'll actually be on track to making a decent amount this episode. Is he gaining on me? Yeah, he is. No, he's not. Talk about, did he just stop? What are you doing? Crazy pants? I've seen them do this from time to time, where they kind of just spin and drift, and I'm kind of curious if anybody knows why. Is that some kind of tactic, or is that a bug? Where they, like, don't know what else to do. So they're like, screw it, I'm just gonna fly in a circle. That's a good trick. It's like spinning, right? Spinning's a good tactic. I gotta remember when I take their power plant out that they're gonna stop, because I keep running into them doing that. Boom!
Target destroyed.
That's another python. Oh wait, no, that's the same wing python. That's a dropship, though. We got somebody going on here. Somebody's attacking somebody. Wait. I don't know who's fighting who. I'm just gonna go after the guys with bounties. That python, though, I think that's the python, is shooting at somebody. I wonder if he's defending himself. Yeah, don't mind me. I just totally started flanking and all. Don't worry about it. Nothing to see here.
Target shields offline.
Oh, I hope I don't hit that other ship. I gotta wait till he clears that. I think I would have gotten a bounty, though, if I hit him, so I think we're okay. Ooh! Stopped right in the nick of time.
Target destroyed.
That's what I'm talking about. Alright, who else has a bounty? Anybody else? You're dangerous. Yeah, you got a bounty.
Target shields offline.
Oh, come on. Scanning and sub-target selecting is not easy. This is kind of great. Let them wear him down. Works for me. Oh, did he hit the asteroid? Or was that like some kind of missile or something that hit? There's some weird sounds coming out of this ship.
Target destroyed.
Wow, not bad at all. Diamondback? There's still gunfire going on back here. There's an eagle. That's almost never... What are you guys shooting at over here? What's going on? Oh, there's another dropship over here. Hello. Oh, stop it. Just trying to scan you already. You're gonna make me start completely over, stupid chaff stuff. Hate it. If it didn't actually make tactical sense, I would want it taken out of the game, but it actually does, and I can't fault them for that. It's just annoying. It's like, yes, Frontier, I would like this removed from the game. Why? Is it game-breaking? No, it's annoying. Please remove it. Oh, come on. You just made me waste bullets. I don't like wasting bullets. You're only prolonging the inevitable.
Scan detected.
Did I just get run into again? Frickin' drivers. Do you have anything? You do? Interesting. So you're giving me a reason to attack you after not just running into me. Don't you love when it's like, I don't even know how much he's gonna bring me, but it's just, you ran into me, so now I just want to destroy you, and your bounty gives me a reason to do that.
Target shields offline.
So, sucks to be you. You ran into the wrong ship. Quite literally. Oop, I'm going backwards. Did not mean to do that. Come here. Man, I will say the asps do have, like, a lot of armor.
Target destroyed.
Like, not shield strength, but armor. They actually have a pretty decent amount of armor. we are just burning through people. I haven't done an actual good...
Scan detected.
Whoa! Crazy person. Crazy pants. I haven't done an actually good bounty hunt run in a long time. Where it was, like, just a bounty hunting episode. But I was honestly thinking of, like, what else can we do this episode and things like that, and I kind of was just like, no, I think I just want to do a bounty run and make some money.
Under attack.
Honestly, that's, I think, one of the first times I've been shot at here in a minute. Most of these guys, for some reason, I don't know if they can't get an angle on me, or if they're just preoccupied or what, but a lot of these ships have not been fighting back. Or at least not doing a very noticeable job of it. Wanna play chicken? I'll win. I always run into people. Clearly better at it. Oh, one thing seeing the clipper made me think of it. One thing I was thinking that I started to bring up earlier that I didn't really finish the train of thought, it tends to happen a lot, is, I know once you get past, like, the Fertile Ants and stuff, you get into a little bit bigger ships, things like the, you know, the Pythons and the drop ships and things like that. What I'm curious about is if any of them have better maneuverability than the Fertile Ants, because the Clipper is not as good of a fighter. I mean, we've actually played both ships, not just seeing, you know, a Fertile Ants fight versus a Clipper or anything. Like, I've actually played both ships. Ooh, back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Woo!
Target destroyed.
But the one thing that I've noticed is I keep having to do a lot of micromanagement with my power and stuff for engines and things. Should we? Should we? Oh, that we're going to. I've got almost 2 shields. I think that's enough.
Scan detected.
Yeah, you and me both, buddy. We're just scanning each other for different reasons. I'm trying to find out if you're worth it. 104? That's it? Nah. We're doing too good. I don't need it. I would have if it was like 300 grand or something worth taking a Conda on for, but when I've taken Clippers and drop ships that were 150 or so, there's really not a whole lot of incentive for me to take on a Conda with that. But anyways, the Fertile Ants is pretty maneuverable if you're actually doing, am I gonna pass him? I am. If you're actually, like, when you're trying to fly, you put it into engines, and when you're trying to fight, you put, you know, if you're actually micromanaging it, the Fertile Ants can be fairly maneuverable, but you have to micromanage it. And I'm just curious, like, if some of the newer ships they've come out with, like, it's not the Cutter, because the Cutter's actually the biggest ship in the game now, I think. Which is awesome, because it's Imperial. So it'll look like a Clipper, and it's bigger than a Conda. I'm like, yes, please, give me 2. There's no way I could afford 2, but I want to. Not really. I would be totally satisfied with just 1 ship. Plain chicken. But it's like this, I'll put it into engines to outmaneuver, and then go back. So my question is, if I'm focused on combat, but I want to continue upgrading ships, like not just making my ship better, but actually getting better ships. I'm curious as to what like veteran players that have gotten to endgame ships and things, what should I actually be going for? What's the next combative bounty hunting type ship to go past the Fertile Ants? Oh, hit debris but didn't hit the ship. That's what I'm kind of curious about at this point. Because I like the Fertile Ants, but I have no delusions that it's not really like the best ship in the game or anything. So I'm kind of wondering, what that would be. Ah, the Conda. Conda. Why'd you have to go be my next target? Let's see what this Python's worth. The Python's worth... I'm running low on ammo, so I really don't want to undertake a big fight like a Conda. Especially for 100 grand. So yeah, I'm kind of curious as to what some players that have actually gotten to the bigger batter, like Anacondas, Imperial Cutters, things like that. When you get towards the bigger ships, what's the next steps basically to get? I'm not 100% sure, but I'm fairly confident that the Cutter is the new gold standard in, like, you know, best I'm at the top of my league type ship. But I'll admit I don't know if that applies just for being the biggest, baddest thing, or if that's actually like the best in terms of combat. Because I know some ships are just big, but they're not really designed for fighting, per se. Like, their hardpoint placement, how many hardpoints, what size hardpoints, all that kind of stuff, maneuverability, thruster quality, etc., is what kind of makes it... You know, we found that out with the Vulture versus the Clipper, the Clipper. In my opinion, the Fer-de-Lance is better than the Clipper, but I think the Vulture was better than the Clipper just for combat. So it's another example why a bigger ship isn't always best for, like, bounty hunting. It would just give you more versatility and yada 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 yada. So I'm kind of curious about that. I didn't realize I took out his power plant again. Hey, my kill. Back off. Whoever's shooting him. See, 116 for that. Versus the potentially dangerous and exhausting battle that a... Oh, geez, didn't know that was a, Did not know that was a, asteroid there. Now, that's an elite. But he's not wanted. Are you? Or are you in his wing? You're wanted. So yeah, I mean, I know that the biggest ship you can get isn't always the best in terms for bounty hunting, which is primarily what I do. I mean, sure, as I get further into the game with bigger, badder ships, would I undertake different things? Maybe, I don't know. But especially for videos, bounty hunting is just the most fun to me. Like, I could do a mining or trading or whatever, but honestly, let's just be honest. How fun and entertaining and exciting would your videos be? You know, like when you're thinking of it in video terms. I've even talked to people about what makes the most money, and they're like trading, and I'm like, besides that, you know, it's like other than trading, what else can I do? Because that's boring. It's like fly here, drop off package, get money. Fly next place, drop off. You know, this is fun and exciting and battles, lasers. So I totally want to stay bounty hunting type thing, like combat oriented. So I don't really want to get a ship that is like, oh, this is really good for trade, because it's like, what's the point? You know, it's like, it'd be like living in the city where there's a flat terrain and no risk of any kind of off-roading or hatch breaker? I don't even have a cargo bay yet, knucklehead. What are you putting a hatch breaker on me for? Okay, I'm out of ammo, so this is going to be our last kill, I think. Let's see, what are you worth? 114, good haul.
Destroyed.
Alrighty. Well, that was a very productive
Scan detected.
episode. Am I not out of the mass lock yet? Let's get out of here. And... come on. That one's 120, but I ain't taking on an Anaconda without, ammo. That's just stupid. Okay, so Cartwright is the closest. It's just on a planet, so that sucks. I will meet you guys down there, and then we will, check out the hull.
Frameship.
Alrighty, so we're back here at Cartwright, and it's time... Oh, my controller died. Hold a moment. Yeah, I totally just wanted to stare off into space for a second. Nothing wrong there. So we're starting off with 7,115,000 and some change. So let's see. Our reload is 4 grand. Hey, that Sidewinder paid for our ammo. And our fuel. I was right. Ammo and fuel. So we're 7,110,000. It's a good start. Now, I'm basing this off of what we can turn in, and I clicked bulletin board, not contacts. Well, you're going to have to give me a second. Safety first. Those are some pretty good missions. Unfortunately, I don't think any of them are around here. They're always like some other place. I think. Though, this says target settlement and then gives us a system. This one, offering contract to remove a number of skimmers operating on the surface and who they believe pose a threat. So this one, I don't know. This may actually be just a planet mission. Like, we have to go on this planet to a place and take out the things. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. Or no, rather. Alright, so we basically pulled in 1.5. We have 64 from this faction that I've never heard of, 39 from that one, 1.3, roughly. And these people, I think, are the ones that pretty much run this system for the most part, which is probably why they have the most bounties. Progressive Party, I could be wrong about that. So we pretty much made 1,000,005. Give or take. So we're up to 8.6, and that was like a 30-minute run. So you could technically make, I don't know, that would probably come out to like 3 million an hour, give or take. Assuming you're not counting the 2 trips it would take to come back and reload. But anyways, so pretty good run overall, but I think we're going to wrap things up here for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.